Hello and welcome back, everyone. We're actually getting ourselves into a little game at the moment. This is the towards the end of map number 1 between Twister and Matrox. So, well, just 60 seconds or 70 seconds left, and Twister not giving away any frags. He can win this one, but as we can see, oh my gosh, he clutched that one just about. I was sure he was going to go down there, jumping into Matrox's face, and if that moment didn't win him the game, then what we're going to have to see if another one will, because Matrox looks like he's hungry.
Yeah, 5 frags down, a minute to go. Is doable, and he has got the stack to be able to do it, so he's just really need to attack right now. I don't even care that what guns or what position Twister's in. He's just really got to rush now, and he's sort of taking a little bit too long. This is the right idea. Just go for it. We can't back away like this. Really just got to go for it. He's definitely not going to win
on
now.
the exit. 30 seconds left. And Twister surely has shut him out at this point. This will have been Twister's map pick. This is definitely one of the places he loves to play oh so much. Matrox getting another kill here, but 15 seconds to go. That's not going to add any extra value to this first map. And we're going to have to find out the story in terms of what the other maps have been picked. Well, as we go along, as we've just hopped into the series, these guys playing from the player area behind the stage. But GG, Twister wins it 11-8. So, what did you make of the minute and 50 seconds that we saw?
Well, we saw a nice air rocket,
yeah.
Or as we like to call it, a MIDI. I'm not sure. I was
MIDI.
talking to Hang before, and apparently no one calls it that.
A MIDI?
A MIDI, like a mid-air rocket, a MIDI.
Honestly, never heard it before, but it makes so much sense. I might have to use it and pretend I made it up
Okay,
myself.
because everyone calls it an air rocket, and that sounds like a lame name. You call it a MIDI. It's awesome.
There has to be a slang term for it. A
Yeah.
MIDI.
So that's what we call it.
I'm finding it difficult to adjust to that.
Hitting a couple of triple MIDI, you know? MIDI. Whack, whack, whack.
I gotta say, I like it.
That's good.
It looks like Blood Run is going to be the next map, and yeah, Matrox definitely will have picked this one. I wonder what Twister can do here. Matrox actually a couple of days ago won, I think, the Asus Arena Prague LAN. It was a tiny little event, and he went over there, he won it, and now he's popped over to DreamHack Winter.
Yep.
And he wants to see if he can get another victory. But he's got a lot of pretty tough players to go against over here as well. And after having lost the first map, he's got some coming back to do.
Yep, the first map is pretty critical. Obviously, you want to win it. But if it's your opponent's pick, it doesn't matter as much. It would be a lot worse if he was going into Aero Walk now for him, rather than having just lost Aero Walk, now going into ZTN.
Yeah.
So he should be able to win this one.
Matrox has beaten the likes of Cypher and Evil and people like that over the last 12 to 18 months or so.
Yep.
But more recently, it's where he's been slipping a little bit. And I've not really been sure what to make of his skill at this point. I certainly say that he's got more chances not to make it out the group stages than to make it through, but he's certainly here to prove me wrong at the moment. I'm always very harsh on him.
Yeah, well, when I was in Europe last, Matrox was doing okay, and he was definitely one of the better players there. And then when I saw on the he was in mid-seed, and then Sting was in the high seed, which seemed a bit weird to me, because I always thought that Sting was the Matrox was the better one. So it's like if it would be like putting Kama above me. It just seems weird, you know, like, I don't know. You would think that they would know who was better. But anyway, we're going into the map 2, so ZTN, and we're on Twister to spawn, so he's got a nice spawn, rockets. He should be able to grab the Mega and maybe even charge out and stop the rail, stop him from getting the rail, which he didn't manage to do. We don't know about leaving Mega. This is risky, but let's see what he wants to do from here. Well, I think he must have thought that he grabbed a Mega. I don't think he would leave it quite that long.
What the hell? Wait, what happened?
He left Mega. I think he jumped past Mega, but he tried to wall clip and then.
Oh, he didn't realize that. Okay.
Don't think he realized that he didn't get the Mega. So, I mean, that must have been what it was. You wouldn't, if you were going to delay it, you wouldn't have delayed it quite that.
Next level strats not working for Twister on this occasion. But, oh my god, he's managed to catch Matrox, and he had done a lot of damage, but he just has so little in the tank anyway. Matrox will get the kill, but he's so weak at this point. Maybe Twister can make a move on this. Is he going to jump for this Mega? It spawns any second, and Twister does not want to give it away.
Yeah, that was a really crucial rail by Matrox, the one that he hit, but he didn't really capitalize on it by sticking around for Mega. but he should be able to do some damage. No, he's not even going to be able to do damage on the red. So he's got the lead, but he's not in a really great position. So we'll see what he can deny. I'm not sure. We'll have a look over at Twister. Okay, so he doesn't have LG, so I'm not sure if Matrox would know that, but he should be able to maybe do some damage when Twister does eventually go for that LG, which he's probably going to go for now. So let's see if he can hit a few grenades, and he has hit a little bit of damage. Maybe he'd like one more rail. He'd like a rail when he drops or something, if he drops. Okay, nice grenades, but really ineffectual. Didn't really mix them up a lot. He would have liked to have maybe mixed it up rather than fight them all in one spot. So, yeah, Twister's in a really commanding spot here. So we'll just switch over to Matrox to see how he wants to play out of control.
Yeah, let's take a look at that one. He's got solid armor at this point. He just needs to get a bit of damage, really. That would do him absolutely wonders at this point. Matrox just playing this one slowly. He's not the one in control, so he can't go around the map as he wished. Twister actually comes out at just the right point, but Matrox's rocket, well, rockets, did a ton of damage yet again, and that's really why he's allowed to survive for so long. And once again, oh, Twister, he does get onto the mega health, but he needs to hit a rail or something. He's going for the lightning gun. He eventually gets the kill, but that was enormously labored.
Yeah, good dodging by Twister there. It was... I think most players would have fired down the line of the wall like what Matrox did, and his rockets missed, but excellent rockets there by Twister now, so he should be able to get on the red, and maybe just got to watch for him to come from rockets, but other than that he should be okay to grab this, grab the health bubble, and work his way into the the mega. So maybe you want to sort of push, see if Twister's there, which he is, so maybe Matrox is there, so maybe a few grenades, but he's too slow, and now he's just got to do some damage and back away, and he hasn't actually managed to do any, so Twister spams out this sad face, and rightly so, because he sort of managed to do nothing, and then now he's going to have to force his way into red without having grabbed the yellow, so lucky that he did a lot of damage.
Well, after he missed that.
Yeah, if he had hit that, he would have been in a good position. Now he's just in an okay position. He will be able to get the yellow though, so it's actually a little bit better than it was, or could have been.
We're still looking alright, managing to tie it up after what was a horrible start for him. You don't often, see starts like that without seeing an immediate GG and wanting to start again. But of course, this is practice. This is absolutely real here at DreamHack Winter 2013. Twister would love to get this game under his belt. He does have the high seed. Matrox does have the mid seed. So Twister definitely going to be hoping for a win here to help him through these group stages.
Yep, definitely. You want to take out, obviously, win every single game. So it's going to be. Twister's actually not in a bad position here with a lot of armor. Not much, obviously, health because he hasn't been able to get onto mega. But he's in a good position. It's exactly where you want to be. It's one of the strongest positions on the map. So unlucky for him that he didn't do any damage on Matrox. And he is going to fight, which I don't really like. I would have liked him maybe to have backed away a little bit earlier. But he hit some nice rockets. Oh, and actually Matrox is blown. Oh, really sort of a... bad rocket jump mixed with some nice prediction rocket there, and Twister's actually managed to get into the frag, so as long as he can hit some more damage, go and get the other yellow, then set up for red. So probably want to grab this other yellow. Ooh, he hasn't actually managed to get there in time, so he probably wants to go to the grenade launcher and set up for the red now.
That's why we had a signature Matrox keyboard face smash going on there as well. And that certainly spells good news for Twister. If he can get under his skin a little bit, then he's going to definitely find himself having a bigger edge going through, and currently winning Matrox's map. Twister can't feel too safe though. This is where he's going to play at his absolute prime to keep Matrox off his back. Hits one rail, definitely decent. Really
would have liked to hit two there. If you hit two there, that's when you sort of get your opponent down to that crippled stack, whereas now he's not crippled and he's actually had a big fight here. And see, if he had hit that other rail, then he would have just died there, rather than have that massive fight where if you hit a couple of rockets and then miss a couple, then he's still alive. Whereas, yeah, so he got a little unlucky there, Twister, but I mean, if you miss the crucial rails like that, that can happen to you. So, especially now that he got sort of the worst of the spawns, and if Matrox can get on this mega and then maybe push for a yellow and then red, then he's going to be in an excellent position. So that's probably what he's going to do here. Oh, he's pushed out anyway, and that's worked out really excellently. It's risky because you have to jump past the grenades, but if you manage to manage to get past, then it's worked out really well. And I don't like Matrox coming in here with no LG, so it's worked out for him that in the fact that Twister didn't get LG and rush up, but if he had it could have been bad for him. But yeah, Matrox in a really good spot now.
Yeah, ages until I just want to wonder if Matrox wants to pick up a frag now. Could be good timing just to go for a mad push at this point. Let's get one rocket. Twister just trying to back off, firing rockets behind him. And And actually, that's Mega up right now. I don't know if Matrox mistiming that. What? He slipped up. Do you think this was a strategic move?
No, definitely not. It's not that he mistimed it. It's just that he sort of thought the red was going to come a bit earlier, or that Twister wasn't going to sort of go for the Mega. But it has actually worked out in Twister's favour. So we'll go across to him to see what stack he's on. So yeah, similar stacks. Twister in a sort of worse position because he doesn't have much rocket ammo. And also, he sort of doesn't know exactly when this red's up. And he's in a really nice spot here, though, provided that he can do some damage. And that's unlucky for him that Matrox didn't stay at the grenades there. Because if he had have stayed at the grenades, then he would have been able to be behind him. But he's still going to be able to get on the red, although losing Mega. So it's sort of a good trade for both players and also a bad trade for both players in a way, where both players would have wanted to go for both items. But at the same time, both players sort of thinking that they could get both of them, then it's okay if you only get one, I guess.
Yeah.
Because the other opponent only got one as well.
Well, Matrox still has that health advantage because he's been getting that Mega health working for him. He's going to find Twister there at the teleporter exit, getting a couple of nice rockets. Twister backing off. He does get the red armor, but he's going to need to hit a bit more lightning gun than that. Looks for a rail right at the end. He's left with 10 health and 10 armor. Now, looking at Twister's stats, he's hitting 16% rail. That is not the Twister that I know.
Definitely not. I mean, sometimes on these monitors, if they're a little different, then you can struggle to hit a few rails, but he's actually hit a really crucial one there, so he should be able to get on this red now. And before, when they fought with LG, I think Twister was sort of really risky by Matrox.
That did not pay off at all. He's on 13 health left. He can try and go for the rail.
He's sort of lucky in the fact that he's still alive. Twister would have been sort of kicking himself that he didn't kill him there, but he has actually managed to get him anyway, so he'll be able to get this red and then drop on Mega, so this is really excellent for him.
Oh my god, wow. Matrox got it, and he's going to be able to tie it up. Oh, another nightmare for Twister. That was looking so good, getting that frag at red.
It was really good, but then his spam was sort of slightly off where it should have been. It should have been sort of closer to Mega. Instead, it was too far, and then he actually missed him completely and didn't knock him away from Mega, more importantly. But he's not in such a bad position now in the fact that he has a little bit of stack. He has all three major guns, so he just needs to sort of get it in on a yellow and then sort of move on from there. I mean,
he did not even detect Matrox there. Easy frag for him.
He thought he was above him for sure there, so it's sort of unlucky. And especially now that Matrox has hit that rail, there's only a minute and a half to go. Twister's sort of got to back off. He can't die now. If he dies now, it's over. He's got to back off, stack up a little, get to 100, maybe 100 or 175 with a bit of shards, and then sort of attack and hope to get a little lucky, I guess.
We might be seeing a really late fight, like towards the 9-minute 30-second mark, or even later than that. Twister gets the yellow and makes it out, actually keeping most of it intact.
This is perfect from what Twister's done here, especially if you can do a bit of grenade damage on this Mega, and then perhaps go and get the yellow, and then fight for red. And he's got to fight for red. He can't afford to back off and let Matrox have it. So he is up for red, which is perfect. So this is not really exactly what Matrox wanted. This is because now he knows there's going to be another fight. There's definitely going to be one more fight. Whereas if Matrox had got the red, sort of done a little bit of damage to Twister, that fight might come where Twister only has 150, and he'll be able to just say, okay, my game. Whereas now there's going to be a fight, and whoever wins the fight is going to win the game.
You heard it here first, guys, and Twister dropping down, actually. Twister knows exactly where he is at this point. Matrox looking the other way. Twister appears by the health bubbles. Matrox flees at this point. He's just going for the jump up, but Mega's up. Oh no, nice. Twister taking a lot of damage from that lightning gun. Matrox goes up to 200, 150, 20 seconds left, but Twister's lost half of his armor. This might not work out for him. He's just got to go for one last push. Finds Twister up at the top. Horrible position for Matrox, but he should have enough stack here to see himself through the end of the fight. And that is going to be GG. 7-5, the final score on map number 2, Blood Run.
So that was that fight that I sort of alluded to, where Matrox, when he was up at the ammo boxes there, he knew that he had it. He had the game there. That's why he jumped across, because he knew he had just too much stack, and he was always going to win from there. But definitely it could have gone the other way if Twister sort of had a little bit more better engagement up at the pillar around the grenade launcher. But the fact that no one could really do any damage there sort of favoured Matrox because he had the lead. So
Quite.
It was difficult for Twister to sort of get another look in from there.
I think that Twister, though, did an exceptional job on Blood Run. I would have been seriously surprised if I saw Twister winning that map, because Matrox is so good there. But I think Twister's still going to have a good amount of confidence. Looks like they've moved on to Furious Heights for map number 3. And I think on this map, it's all up in the air, 50-50. I have no idea.
Yeah, I've
Who's
played
gonna take
Twister
this
on this map before. I don't think I've ever played Matrox before, and Twister's not bad. Obviously, rail-heavy player, so this is sort of can be a rail-heavy map depending on who's playing and how they're playing. But it's also quite LG heavy as well, and it seems that Matrox has got the stronger of the two LGs at the moment for sure. So maybe Matrox could use that to his advantage.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Twister's rail though wasn't looking so good on Blood, right? I think something. Yeah. I almost hope he doesn't rely on it. I think if he just goes for the shots, but on a minimal basis, maybe he can do something better with the other weapons. But we're going live into game right now, guys. Map number 3 has started between Matrox and Twister. We're on Matrox off the start, getting a red side spawn. Hasn't picked up the rail yet, but he's gonna drop down and do that now. Doesn't want to commit to any fight just yet.
Yeah, sort of even spawns from both players, so we'll switch over to Twister. So he's actually got the LG. I don't really like coming up the LG again, though, if you're up there, because he could have easily been waiting there, but it has worked out. He should be able to trap. Okay, even though he didn't do as much damage as he might have liked, he has got red side, which is the important thing. So he'll be able to get the red, go get the rail, go get the yellow, and then move in for Mega.
Yeah, and he knows exactly when that Mega's going to be spawning, so he can wait here for actually a fair amount of time if he wishes to.
Yep. This is really good for Twister. He's just got to get this and then slowly make his way into Mega. Even if he doesn't get it, he wants to do some damage. Hit a rail. Actually just had a bit of pepper caught in my mouth, so it actually hurt a little bit.
Oh my gosh, that LG hurting a lot. Twister, is he going to rush over towards red? Or is it, oh, there's the rail. He hears that rail on the side. He's like, okay, I know it's definitely safe to get red armor now. But a little bit of a delay on it. He's dropping down. Now Matrox tries to make a move for it, but he's too late. This could be first blood towards Twister. Looks for the rail at the end, won't connect. And Matrox is left with 57 health at that point. If the rail hit, it would have been the kill.
Yeah, I would have liked... I don't really know what Matrox was sort of doing when he dropped with LG. If he had a drop with rockets, he might have been able to knock Twister away, but instead he dropped with LG and just sort of hoped to get lucky.
There we go.
And yeah, a nice frag there for Twister. So he wants to do a bit of damage on this red, if not maybe even kill at red. So he wants to hit one more shot. Just got to stay around for it. I mean, Matrox sort of has to come across his screen at some point. Okay, so Matrox did the right thing by bluffing towards the teleporter, so it enabled Twister to sort of think, oh, okay, I got to back away just in case he moves in for Mega. So Twister will want to grab the Mega and then probably go to the grenade launcher or the 50 bubble, depending on, okay, he wants to go low, which is okay, as well, provided he can actually get into the room, which he has done now. So he's going to get red and then maybe set a trap up for Matrox at the top 50 bubble. Or something like that. We'll see where he wants to position himself now.
I think Matrox is over the 50 bubble and he's moving around the yellows. He's actually managed to acquire a 100-200 stack. He looks really good at this point, and Twister's 1-0 lead might not be safe, but he's found Matrox on the side. He's going to be the first to deal damage, covering the 50 health bubble. Twister might be able to get one more. And yeah, Matrox went back up the bounce pad, but Twister did not want to hang around. Get another trap here. Oh, but he catches the rocket a little bit late. Gonna back off, jump down to red armor, and hope that Matrox isn't around to hurt him.
Yeah, Twister's sort of got unlucky here in the fact that he missed his rockets when he set the trap, and then now there's no health up for him, so it's really annoying there, especially when your opponent just flick rails you or something when you're the one setting the trap. So yeah, both players sort of in an equal position now. Switch on to Matrox. Oh, that's a really critical rail there, because that'll force Matrox away from the red armor. So Twister will be able to get that and then push in for Mega. So he probably should be able to easily get this Mega if he's quick enough. And here he is in for it, so he will be able to get it. But he's not going to be able to get it, but he is going to be able to do some damage. I don't know why he jumped across though, he could have really ended up a lot worse. And especially now he's let Matrox get onto the side that's got the items coming up, so red and yellow. So it's going to be hard for Twister to sort of push down here, but we'll switch over to Twister. He's actually got quite a lot of stacks, so he will actually drop, and he will get the frag here most likely. Nice rocket, he's just going to switch.
No more LG left, he's got barely any rails. His ammo management not been working too well, but he finds Matrox as he comes back out. Now that's now 2-0 for Twister.
Yeah, I think Twister should have used shotgun there, but it has worked out anyway because Matrox came back out the way that he expected. So as long as he can hit a rail hit, I would really like to hit that, but he's going to be able to get the Mega / red anyway. So whatever one he wants to go for, see if he can actually stop Matrox from getting either. So
Matrox makes a move, he just rushes it. He's just so desperate for a big item at this point.
Yeah, that's really frustrating for Twister that he's sort of let him get in on the stack. It would be even more frustrating if it was sort of an even game, but the fact that Twister's got the lead sort of puts him in good stead anyway. But as long as he can do a bit more, he's maybe switch to rockets to finish him off, but he's actually going to stick with LG. And now switch to shotgun. Perfect. So now he's got to move in, grab red, and maybe even go for some damage on the LG. No. Maybe if he had gone through the teleporter, he would have caught Matrox going to LG, and he definitely would have. but it should work out all right for Twister here because he's got the good position and the more stack, so he should be able to win this fight. Nice rail. Maybe switch back to LG, but he's managed to hit
First
the rail.
kill rails will work just fine,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
Well, especially when Twister seems to be a lot more on form with his railgun now. That's definitely going to be good news for him. Finding Matrox here at the bottom of the rail. Hits the vertical shot once again. Can't follow up with a second. But Twister will be all fine to pick up this. And meeting him over at the 50 health level. Great trap. He even finds a kill at the end. And we're just seeing a really solid Furious Heights game here by Twister. And Matrox might drop once more. Here it is, going through a double, and there was going to be Matrox left with barely any health at that point. 6-0 now. This is turning into a fair lead for the German player.
Yeah, this is sort of where Matrox is. He's got to get a frag by 7 minutes. I mean, he should probably be aiming. Oh, this is bad for him now. I mean, he's no way he's going to live. Oh,
wow.
Sort of a bit of a steal there. Twister overcommitting, but he has actually managed to really punish him there. Getting the red, and he didn't really do much damage. So Twister's still in a really good spot. Just got to grab this yellow and then maybe set up to deny LG or deny the rail for as long as possible. Hit a couple of shots and then go for whatever item. I mean, he can afford to have both players stacked right now because he's got such a lead. So he's okay with it, the game slowing down here. And Matrox is sort of, won't want Twister to get back to that full stack, even though he's on quite a large stack now. So yeah. Matrox actually trying to force a fight, which it can work, but if he dies here, it's pretty much game over. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
That's right, Matrox coming back to the tub, trying to do a little bit more damage. 5 seconds until red armor. We've got a drop down from Twister. He's going to be able to back off and get some more armor. I mean, if you're in Twister's position at this point, you've got a 7 frag lead. We're past halfway mark. Do you go passive and just try to preserve it?
I don't think you play passive. You just play what you're doing, but don't do anything stupid. This is okay. I mean, maybe stepping down was a little bit naive, not knowing where Matrox was, but it has actually worked out now. So right now, you sort of want to dominate the map again because he's fresh spawned, so you can actually rack up a few more frags here. So I like what Twister's doing, jumping down for red, pushing around for yellow, stopping him from getting as much as he can. So he should be able to get both yellows here. In fact, probably just kill excellent rockets by Matrox. Though.
Yeah, absolutely immense. He can't get the rail at the end.
Yeah, this isn't what Twister wants. He should have really maybe grabbed the yellow and tried to run, but instead he's now forced sort of an even sort of map, or more even map, especially if Matrox can manage to hit a shot here. So we'll go to Matrox. He's quite low, so he's going to be able to get the Mega, especially if he kills Twister here. This is why Twister didn't want to come in here. If he gets the Mega and then goes to the yellow armor, the top yellow, as in the grenades, which is what he maybe would have liked to have done, but he will be able to get this. So now there's going to be one more fight, and if Matrox, he's got to attack now. He can't back off, which he knows that. He's doing the right thing. And yeah, Twister's done so much damage that this game's going to be over right now. I mean, if Matrox had got the frag right there, then he would have a shot. It would be difficult, but he'd at least have a shot at winning the map, whereas now it's over. And Twister really shouldn't be going for those shots. He should have just tried to run, but it doesn't really matter anyway. It's going to be a game.
He seems to be feeling confident at this point and now got a 9-0 lead. This is more convincing than the win that he got on Aero Walk, or even the win that Matrox got on Blood Run.
Yeah, this has been the most convincing map so far, but maybe Twister's quite good on this map. I'm not quite sure.
I
But
definitely can see. I know he practices with Ents with various other players. He's a solid performer on this one. We're going to be finding out after this map's over exactly what the fourth one will be. But Twister pushing himself onto match point will definitely be good for him. I believe that the next game we'll be seeing will be Phantom versus Twister.
Okay.
That could be a very interesting one. As that's
Haven't we got... Wait, what's the score here? Isn't it 2-all? No?
2-all. It's going to be
1-2. I don't know what it is.
2-1 at the moment. We've still got a couple of maps to go, but at least a map. And it seems as if the next match might be Detroni versus Sting, in fact. So we're going to be getting a bit more Detroni on the stage. And again, let's see a little bit of Sting, which is in fact Matrox's twin brother.
Yep.
Let's see how he's going to be performing as well.
It's good that there are two brothers here, like myself and my brother.
Have you met them?
Yep, said hello. It's good because you sort of have that support and you have someone you can chat to about if you're losing or you're winning, about sort of what you're doing. It's just good. A good experience to experience it with someone that you obviously care about more than just like a mate or whatever. So yeah, it's really nice, and it's good for. I said hello to Matrox and Sting. They seem like quite nice guys. So yeah, it was really nice.
Oh, a nice pair of people here. And, well, Matrox might not be feeling so nice at the end of this map, though. Losing that one 10-2, that is going to be GG. We're going to go over to map number 4 in just a moment. Twister on match point. And Matrox, he's got to come out with the goods. Otherwise, well, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. This is the kind of game he really needs to win if he wants to see himself getting through those group stages to the playoffs on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. I think both these... No, in fact, Matrox is a mid-seed, wasn't he?
Correct.
Yeah, so this is really a clutch game for both, because this could come down to whoever wins this will actually be the one that goes through out of these two at the later stages, depending on how well... is it Phantom that's in their group? Depending on how good or badly he does as well. It'll be interesting who can go through out of those. Because who's the top seeds in this one?
Top seed in Phantom's group is going to be Sparty and Rafa.
Yeah, so you would expect both of those two to probably go through, definitely Rafa, and you would expect Sparty to go through as well. Yeah. So if those two were to go through, then there'd be only one of Matrox, Twister, and Phantom. Only one of those three going through. So this match, and then obviously the Matrox Phantom match, and then the Twister Phantom match are pretty much three of the most crucial maps out of all maps, all the matchup. So we've got Matrox versus Twister on Cure, so Twister to match point, and we're going to be following Matrox off spawn.
Well, let's get ourselves going here on map number 4. It is Twister's match point here in the group game. Matrox is going to be getting the red armor straight over to that railgun, see if he can do any damage on the yellow.
Yeah, really slick movement there by Matrox to get here so quickly that he's actually managed to get there before Twister. And he's actually backed off, which is probably the correct thing to do. Would have been really frustrating for him if Twister had decided to back off as well and had to push him in with LG in the water, but that's not what happened. So both players playing correctly so far, and we've got Matrox grabbing the red, and he'll probably push in for the Mega because he's got that, and I like what he did there, just to sort of get closer before you make a little bit more noise. Where he walked across the edge there. So he will be able to get in on the Mega, and perfect that he's actually hit a shot too. So he's probably going to want to grab this. I don't like what Twister did there to come back for a shot. That was really risky and could have turned out really badly, but it didn't get punished. So as long as Matrox can he's actually pushed in for the frag here. So interesting, and he's actually managed to get it. So this is really good. He should be able to get this, then go to the yellow and perhaps the green armor, which he's decided to go green first, which sort of stopped him from being able to do any damage on the yellow. So that indecision maybe cost him a little bit. Nice grenade though, and
that was close. Twister moving back. He's got onto that railgun now. I don't know if he's going to be able to do any damage from this. Matrox certainly looking like a fierce player on Cure. Still plenty of time left. Twister to prove us otherwise. Now these rockets could hurt. Matrox needs to find a way out of this without taking any additional damage, and he does so successfully. Twister going for a massive rocket jump over and back again. He's probably lost most of that Mega just through the rocket jumps alone. And here it is, drop down. He's looking for some good rocket damage. He's just not hitting at this point. Matrox, is he going to be able to clean up the kill? He's going with the machine gun and gets it in the end.
Yeah, I liked what Twister did there. Jumping up on the boxes worked quite well. Enabled him to maybe get off one rail, and if Matrox didn't have the sort of the brains about him to switch to MG and maybe had to try to rail or a rocket, he might have missed, and giving Twister another shot. So that was quite good to extend Twister's life expectancy there. But we've got Matrox hitting a really crucial rail there, so it'll enable him to be able to dominate sort of Twister here. So he's just going to be able to get onto the red. He's actually going to go for the frag now, which he probably should do, yeah, and he has managed to get it.
Tidy.
So we'll be able to grab the red, go through the teleporter. Oh, he's going through the teleporter first. This is actually not so bad because he can do damage. And also it can sort of not give any information about when red's coming to Twister, so it's actually worked out quite well. And as long as he can get in the Mega here, then he's going to be in a really excellent position.
Yeah, Twister really fighting an upward hill battle at the moment. He's just trying to get himself on the lightning gun at this point, but he's found himself sandwiched in the side. LG from Matrox hurting a lot. 22 health left for the German.
Yeah, big rockets though by Twister. That was quite nice. So as long as Matrox can get this red, he's in a good position. He just wants to maybe do a little bit of damage on the LG or the shards, but he has decided to sort of take it a little bit slower and sort of trying to work his way around the map. But it's actually worked out to his advantage in the fact that he's actually managed to get behind Twister and rail him. So it's going to be hard for Twister to sort of put himself on the map now.
Oh, he's been finding it hard to do that since basically the first second of the map. I mean, okay, he got a fairly even start, but immediately the first fight wasn't good for him, and Matrox has just been leading the way since. And I'm checking Twister. He's on 100 now. So this is actually more than he's had in quite a fair amount of time. If there's a moment where he's going to make a good fight, it's going to be within the next 30 seconds. Oh, well, even less than... No, that did not work at all. Matrox crushed him, and he should be able to get the next red. He might even be able to convert off this one. We've got the shotgun coming out from Twister. He is going to drop down and get the 50 health bubble. And actually, Matrox not being able to pick up the kill then surprises me a bit.
Yeah, he didn't really want to chance the shotty, which was actually probably the right idea, so he's done quite well there. But... yeah, that's quite often what happened there with the last frag, is quite often the story of this map, where you get up to the 100 and all the guns, and all of a sudden you try to contest for whether it even be as a smaller item as the green armor, and all of a sudden you die because they just go rocket, and it can be so frustrating, this map. But yeah, Matrox still in a dominant position. As long as he can get the red here, which he will be able to get, he'll be in a really good position. So we're going to switch on to Twister just to see what he wants to do, and he's hit nice rockets, but he's got to back off here. I don't really think that he can fight with Mega being so much time away. So yeah, he can't get down to a low stack with both these items coming up. So he's at a good stack now, especially after hitting that rail, to be able to defend this red. But he's either got to try and defend it hard, which he is trying to do, or sort of back away and do damage. So he's got to make his decision now. He wants this, so
yeah.
This is okay. It's better to be like that than sort of sit back where he was and just be indecisive and take a rocket while he goes and gets red. So he's done well there, and he's got himself up to a decent stack. So we'll switch on to Matrox to see how he wants to get the frag. So he's just hovering around the top, and we'll see if Twister wants to come through the teleporter, and he has. So there's a big fight here.
Matrox could be in a bit of trouble for one of the first times this game. Twister searching for those rockets. Matrox going back to red armor. Twister has to drop right now because red's not spawning just yet. Matrox is able to pick it up, and suddenly Twister is just seriously weak.
Yeah, that was one of those unfortunate moments where you sort of surprise your opponent, or both players surprise your opponent, and then the guy who's on the side of the items gets knocked forward, and the guy can then, Twister in that case, was actually able to get onto the red side, although he didn't manage to get the red. He did get knocked forward a little bit. Oh, and I don't know what Matrox was doing there. He saw him and then turned anyway. So he's still going to be able to get the red. Oh, if he doesn't want the red apparently, so he didn't know that it was up. He didn't know that it was up, so as long as he gets on the Mega, or at least the yellow here, he's still going to be in a good spot, but I can't really see him getting both of them. Yeah, so...
Twister should have just gone for Mega. Oh, he missed the jump into yellow. You can see that on stream, but strange move from him. He was a bit late to do damage onto this Mega health, and now he's finding himself extremely weak. Once again, no 25 health bubble up just yet. He just wants a little bit of extra ammo, but Matrox, he's looking pretty stable at this point. This red armor, it should keep him looking good for another minute. Unless we've got some crazy fights or crazy rails coming from Twister's direction.
Yeah, I like that he delayed the red a little bit there, sort of throw Twister off. Although I'm not sure if he heard it or not. I think he probably did, but it's always good to try and delay an item here and there, throw your opponent off. As long as he can get in on the Mega here, which he should probably just attack it really with the stack that he's got, then he's going to be in a really good spot. So he might want to hit another rail, or he didn't. So this is good for Twister now that he's actually managed to get to that decent stack of health. So when he grabs these armors, which he should be able to grab, then he's going to be in quite a good position to maybe fight for the next red.
Yeah, and it's starting to get to that point where he really needs to force a fight within the next 60 seconds or so, and then force a fight that he's going to win. Otherwise, he's going to be finding it too much of a rush to make it back into this game. Twister does find him at the top, doesn't take any damage this time, and if he secures these red, he's actually going to be looking better than Matrox. He's been on par with him. He's rarely been on a better stack than him this game. And Mega up in just a second. Is Twister going to be able to move through this little choke point? He drops down again, and he was kind of fumbling around a little bit and didn't get to put himself in a position where he could do a decent amount of damage.
Yeah, he didn't do really any damage there. He's really got to fight soon in the next sort of 30 seconds, and if he doesn't fight then... You can actually get a few spawn frags on this map, so maybe he shouldn't have gone for that red. He should have just baited it and hoped to get lucky by trapping him in there. But yeah, he's got to fight now, and that rocket sort of puts him back, but he can't be put back for too long here. He's got to sort of grab the next item that's up and fight. So maybe whether this be this Mega, then go to the yellow and then fight. Or grab this Mega and go to red and fight. So he's just got an all-out attack here, and I'm sure he's a good enough player to realise that. So he's looking for him right now. It's exactly what he should be doing. So grab red, go through just got to follow him through the teleporter, I guess, here, and just hope for the best.
He's going out to the top. Matrox is only about 30 or 40 health behind him. Their armor stacks are just dead even. This is going to be a huge fight, and Twister trying to force it, jumping up to yellow. He knows when the other two items spawn, and he wants to fight right now because Mega and Red spawn at the same time. LG, not too bad. How's Matrox going to react to this?
Yeah, you'd see Matrox doing the right thing, not trying to stick around for this red. He's just trying to do the right thing and run, which is exactly what he should be doing. I wouldn't even wait at this yellow. It's just too risky if you get caught here. So maybe he wants to go up to the green armor, which is exactly what he's realized now. So he's doing the exact thing that you should be doing. Just sort of wait here as long as you can. I mean, there's still a minute to go, so as long as you don't lose your stack, which he's not going to, if he just waits around, then he's going to be in a great position to take this map and take it to a tiebreaker.
Got a good rail there, second rail from Twister, but he needs to come up with more than that. Misses his jump up. Red armor has spawned, but he just needs to chase Matrox at this point. Oh, looking for an angle on the side. Matrox still has over 100 collective health and armor remaining. And he is just running for his life at this point. He wants that tiebreaker map desperately to have another shot at really cracking this game and putting him in the bag for himself.
Yeah, this game... Oh, I was about to say this game's over.
Oh, wow, Twister does get a kill.
It's still over, though. With 20 seconds, you can't get full frag. So
yeah,
it's going to be over for Twister in this map. But he did well. He had his chances. He just didn't really take them. I mean, quite often on this map, it can be so hard to... Actually, it's not hard to get a decent stack, but it's so hard to sort of... to really get that next item that really puts you in that commanding position, because it's such a tiered map where you can easily have the high ground, and when you're in control you have the high ground, so it can be really difficult to sort of get the frag. So quite often you'll see maps where the player who gets the first death actually doesn't get a frag for that entire map. So that's pretty much what happened there. I mean, Twister did get a frag, but it was only in garbage time where it didn't really matter. So
yeah, GG nonetheless, though. Matrox doing exactly what he needed to do, securing map number 4, and we're getting at the tiebreaker, which is going to be Sinister. This could be a very slow map between the two of them. I've seen Twister get a victory on Sinister 2-0. He got the two frags in the first minute or something.
And then rode it to victory.
Yeah, and it was just 2-0 victory at the end of it. I think he hit above Mega for basically most of the game.
Yep.
And he couldn't get caught out there for some reason. So I'm looking forward to what these guys can do. A lot of pressure though for these two players. They're going to be feeling the heat. They're going to be feeling the intensity, and I really think whoever can handle their nerves the better is going to be taking.
Well, like we said, this is a really crucial map, so this is probably one of the most important maps before the finals that you're going to see. So
yeah. No, that's absolutely right.
I'm tipping Twister to win this, though.
Really?
I think his aim has been worse, but he's maybe been playing slightly better. I don't know, but we'll wait and see. So we'll probably follow Twister off spawn and see what spawn he can get and go from there. So he's got a decent spawn, grab rockets, maybe go to the Mega, which is exactly what he has done. He'll be able to get the rail and even another yellow. So this is going to be excellent spawn. We couldn't really ask for much more. So what he should probably do here now is just go to the 50 bubble and then just camp, maybe get LG and then deny the rail, which is probably what you'll see him do. I'd like to see him go back for rail to maybe do some damage on the rail. So that's where
he's looking for something. He's trying to catch the sights of the map, but it's going to be too late for him. And in fact, instead he's going to set up camp for this red armor until he can pick this one up. Yeah, very steady start. He's getting the resources he needs. No fights happening, but that's not what he wanted at that point. He drops at kind of the wrong point then. And Mega spawns in a second. Matrox going to be able to get this one, but the damage from Twister is actually a lot stronger, and he's even going to get the frag. Well played there from Twister.
Yeah. Even though he took the damage at the sort of as Matrox was jumping down, he was still in a better position. He sort of just needed to rush out rather than sort of he tooled around for a second there, and it really enabled Matrox to really get on the Mega, and it could have gone a lot worse for Twister there. But his aggression with LG worked out because Matrox sort of missed his rockets. So you'll probably see Twister be able to get on the yellow here and then drop for Mega again. Similar. Oh, he's actually backed off. I don't really know what he's thinking here. He should have really gone Mega there, but he's going to go through the teleporter. Okay, so
it works out.
Yeah, I didn't
Matrox giving respect, I think.
Yeah, Matrox couldn't really go for that, not knowing where Twister was.
Yeah,
but in hindsight, he could have.
Let's have a look though. Can Twister get himself one more? Matrox trying to dodge away, and actually Twister's going to let him survive. Does not want to push through choke points, and he's going to meet him. Oh, tries to meet him down the bottom. I wasn't really sure if he was trying to jump onto the mid platform or the lower floor. And this yellow is going to be gone already, so Twister can't wait around for this.
Yeah, that's unlucky for Twister that Matrox sort of went for the other yellow first, because if he had gone for that bottom one, then he would have died, but that's quite good play from Matrox. So Twister's really got to get to this Mega a little bit quicker than what he's doing, and he realizes this, so now he's there, and he gets it. So now he's sort of got to deny Twister, Matrox any one of these yellows. So he's done well here and just get this one. So he probably want to get the red and then drop for the other one. So he's actually done the right thing here to go there first, to push him away if he was there, which he wasn't. So he'll be able to get the red and then probably drop and do maybe some damage on this yellow. No, he's already grabbed it. So
Too late.
that's quite well played by Matrox. So he has done all the right things so far. Ooh, maybe a rail would have been better there for Twister.
Twister, is he going to go through the teleporter? Got to be careful because there's a lot of grenades being splashed out there. Twister picks this time perfectly, but he's not able to get the damage, and actually Matrox swings his way over to that mega health. He comes through the teleporter as Twister. He's going to get shot off the platform. He's not going to get the red armor. He's on 26 health trying to dodge these shots. Matrox dropping down, and that is going to be 1-1. And that was pretty much a free kill right there. He could barely be more stacked at this point.
Yeah, he did well there to actually get the kill as cleanly as he did, considering that he was the one who was out of control at the time. I mean, Twister sort of, he noobed his movement down the bottom there, which can, that little ledge there you have to get on to jump up to the 50 bubble can be really fiddly. So when you're under pressure of a guy shooting you, it can be quite difficult to get up there. So it's understandable that he sort of noobed his movement there. But yeah, it's put Matrox in a really excellent position here, and he should be able to dominate the map from here.
Well, Twister just leached that mega health from him. I wasn't expecting Matrox to give up that item so easily. Twister from below, actually, Matrox not being able to catch a sight of him, but Twister's actually wandering around near the bounce pad at that point. But I feel like Matrox could have been able to bring it to a 2-1 lead soon, but slipping up on the items. We're going to see if it bites him. Oh, we got Matrox dropping down for it. Good timing on there. The Maga manages to secure it, so maybe giving Twister a false sense of hope with the first allowance of the mega health.
Yeah, Twister sort of jumped in there, sort of not really caring where Matrox was, and it did sort of almost work out for them in there. He didn't take too much damage. But yeah, especially after that he hit that rail, that's really critical. So that should enable him to be able to get on at least one of these yellows, if not two, considering that Matrox will probably be at red. So Twister sort of tooling around here, waiting. He's got to hit another shot here, or else it's not going to be worth it. And not get hit as well, so it's going to be really, really hard for him. Nice LG though.
Oh, fantastic.
And that's really perfect for Twister. He played that quite well after sort of sticking around maybe a little bit too long for damage on red.
Oh wow, he gets
excellent.
the rail right at the end. Matrox is on 31 points of health. Twister, he's going to be able to go for this top yellow armor straight over to red. He can get full control and just rotate everything if he wants to. Matrox, he's got to make himself invisible at this point, or he could see himself losing out on this tied game. Oh, and Twister was thinking about going for the rail finish, but he's going to go with the lightning gun instead.
Yeah,
lost a lot of health though.
He did the right thing going for the rail, going for the LG rather. Going for rail would have been really stupid there, but he's done quite well now that he's in a really commanding spot. So if he can get on the red and then perhaps deny maybe the rail, which is what he's going to do now, it hasn't worked out for him.
Oh, this is a great move though by Twister. In fact, it was great that he was late for the top yellow, but good rockets from Matrox, scaring Twister out of hanging around for the kill.
That sort of works in Twister's favour though, because it got both of them low and then he had the red to go fall back on, whereas Matrox only had the yellow, which he'd already grabbed actually. So, he actually saw the yellow spawn there, so he'll go back for that and then charge Mega, I would say, which is exactly what he's doing, which is perfect. So he's just got to get back for the Mega and then move in for red, which is exactly what he's going to do. And then fight for this, no matter where Matrox is. Okay, that's perfect positioning by Matrox to go for damage. Because if he's in this red room, he's probably going to die. So Twister probably go for the other yellow first. Oh, he's actually moved in for this one.
Oh, they're dangerous for Matrox. 10 health left, and Twister does get the kill. And he's got about 100 health, 50 armor left. And he doesn't really need to go for red yet. He can go over to the top yellow. Doesn't want to let Matrox get himself too much armor. But a great vertical rail, just a snapshot down to the bottom. And now it's going to be just a fast jump through the teleporter and onto that mega health. 4 minutes for Twister to protect this lead. He's even going to extend it a little further. Great frag there from the German.
Yeah, really nice by Twister so far in this map since he got his first couple of frags. He's just got to get on the red, which he will be able to do, and then he'll have the map under control. I mean, he's just got to ride his sort of stack to victory here. Not do anything stupid. Fight here is okay, but
Twister's rock is very, very painful.
Yeah, the dodging there by Twister was a bit predictable, where he got hit one side of the hallway and then moved to the other side. It's pretty basic.
Oh, this time it's Matrox though getting caught out, and Twister just burning him down with the lightning gun. Drop once again to the railgun. Nice one called from Matrox, and this is starting to become a lead. Irreparable here for Matrox. This is a lot to come back from on Sinister. This is possibly one of the slowest maps in the pool, bar Lost World.
Yeah, I think, again, Twister sort of thought that he'd grabbed the yellow there, either that or he left it behind, and then sort of was so surprised by the fact that it was actually still up, so he sort of wanted to push in for it. But he's just got to grab this yellow, and well, he's actually gone for the mega here, which is good as well. But he doesn't need to go for red now. He just needs to sort of play slow. He's got a huge stack. I mean, that can only really get torn away from him if he does something uber aggressive and then actually it doesn't work out for him. So he should just play slow, plus back, cycle the yellows and not really lose his stack. I mean, he can easily waste 2 minutes of the clock here and then it's going to be over. So he's doing this perfectly, just sort of slowing the game down significantly. And just sort of looking out for Matrox. Maybe go for some damage, but this is perfect. Just back away. No need to fight. There's no need for him to fight.
Yeah, he's just leaving. He's still got a decent stack, still has an edge over Matrox, and just leaving the scene. But Matrox is going to be able to get a load of armor. However, Twister did get onto that mega health. Here's that Matrox making a move up the staircase, but he's a little bit late. Twister got the extra armor. He hangs around them for the kill, but in fact, Matrox picks it up. 2-7 now. Maybe there is a glimmer of light here at the end of the tunnel for Matrox, but he is going to have to play flawlessly if he wants to find himself bringing it any closer. The rocket's coming out, but he's fallen so weak at this point. He wants to commit. Twister gets the kill. So I feel like that's going to be game.
Well, maybe not because he fell,
Oh,
so
whoa,
he's not going to be able to get the red. He's done the right thing now by sort of just running rather than trying to stick around for the red anyway, which would have been a huge mistake. Nice rockets. But as we saw before, when Twister died there, he did exactly what we sort of warned him not to do, and that's actually take a direct fight for all your stack, risk all your stack to try and get another frag. There was no need to do that up at the red there. He sort of just needed to back away and just camp. He'll probably do that now. Yeah, this is perfect, what he's doing now. I wouldn't even go for any more damage. That was like a cheeky rail, which probably wasn't necessary anyway. Don't go for more damage here. Just sort of stand here, plus back. I mean, 6 frags in a minute is going to be so hard anyway. And if he lives in it for another 10 seconds here, see, waiting at this mega is probably a slight mistake, but he has managed to get it anyway. So he's in such a good position now that this game's over. So
yeah, Twister just showing that he's not afraid. He doesn't mind stepping onto that mega health and going for it. Matrox dropping down here. This is just the last while. See if he can get anything done from this one. As you've been suggesting, Twister just doesn't want to be too close to him. Good rail there from Matrox, and actually another fantastic vertical rail. Going to get himself a little bit more health, but there's nothing that's going to be stopping Twister on his victory lap at this moment.
Yeah, I'd like to know if Twister, if this was only 2 frags, would he have done the same sort of things that he was doing? Because it looks like he still wants fights and frags. I don't really know why. I don't really know why he wants them. There's no need, especially in a competition where you just want to win. Yeah. So just plus back.
I got, you know. I'm hugely impressed by Twister because he's played a really solid, sinister game. He's not made too many mistakes. He's not been too aggressive. He's just been really stable. GG, guys. 8-3, the final score. And Twister is going to win this series 3-2. Really close. And I know Twister held his nerve at the end. Well, I say on the last map.
Yeah, well, he definitely... Matrox had his chances again, similar to the other 4 maps, actually. Well, we didn't really see much of the first one, but the 3 maps that we did see where both players had their chances, but on this one, it was actually Twister who sort of took advantage of all the chances that he had. And there was big fights where sort of Twister, he might have won the fight or lost the fight, but then after the fight, he did the right thing, whereas sort of Matrox there, after he lost some fights, maybe he did the incorrect thing, whether that be rush or sort of stick around for an item that wasn't really his. So yeah, congratulations to Twister, and that's a really crucial map, as we've said before. So
yeah, no, a huge win there for Twister. This is going to really help him try and secure his way through to the playoffs. We're going to have to see how more of his games go, of course. I'm going to ask you just a quick couple of questions before we go to a quick break before the next match. How many of you've played 4 of your games already? What's your score like at the moment in the group?
2-2, which isn't exactly ideal, but okay. I mean, I've still probably progressed. Well, I've got 3 more games tomorrow.
Who are they?
So Faz, Sothis, and Zune. So I'm expecting to definitely win 2 out of 3 maps, and perhaps take Faz as well, and see how that goes. I was feeling a lot better towards the end, especially when I wasn't on stage. I think on stage I was a little nervous, and especially when you're playing against a guy like Tox, it's like the guy's a legend of Quake.
Yeah.
The nerve's not going to bother him. You know, he's played in 1,000 finals before, so. I think that it was a little bit better off stage, but I felt better as the day went on, which is the most important thing. So hopefully tomorrow I can continue that and work towards my
How was it
Good
playing Tox though? 'Cause
It was good.
his
I mean,
aim, it looked like his aim was almost
yeah,
intimidating.
he hit a
you.
lot of shots. It was intimidating me a bit, actually. I will admit, he even said that I sort of was playing a little bit more timid than what I would usually be playing, which is probably true. I mean, I'm not really used to guys hitting that sort of accuracy or shots versus me, so it was a little bit tough. But no, yeah, I learned a lot, and we'll move on from there, and hopefully can do better tomorrow, and even onto the finals and do better then as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
No, absolutely. Any games you're looking forward to watching over the groups?
Not really looking forward to watching that many, actually. I don't really watch Quake that much, so whether it be Face It or anything, so I'm more into
You just
playing.
cast it instead.
Yeah, I can do that, but I don't really like ever watching it. So
You're just constantly getting the duels going
yeah,
instead.
I guess, yeah. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see who wins the next game of this sort of three-way sort of fight for two places. So whether that be, did you say it was going to be Matrox versus...
Well, we might be seeing, I believe it's going to be Sting versus the Trony on the stage, but we're going to get Phantom is going to be playing either Matrox or Twister after that game, or during that game, I believe. But we'll see about that in a few. You're not looking forward to Kama versus Chronic?
Kama versus Chronic will be an important match. I think whoever wins that obviously will go through into the round of 16. So that'll be an interesting match. I'm tipping Cam to win, obviously, because he's my brother. But no, it'll be a good match. I mean, we met Chronic today. Real nice guy. So
yeah,
if it wasn't against Kama, I'd probably want him to win. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see who wins that one. Obviously having sort of with the group of death with three guys who could definitely be in the top seed with Dahang, Cypher, Kilson. So it was always going to be real tough to sort of knock one of those three out of the top three. So with Maddox being moved in for Sparty, it sort of has opened up that sort of group a little bit more. So hopefully Cam can take take that spot. And then we've got in top Group A, I would say that the four that would go through would be obviously the top 4 seeds. Group C, Group D, was that Group D, that game just then?
That was Group D, yeah.
Yeah, so that really opens up Group D a lot with the fact that Matrox is it's going to be hard for him to sort of go through now unless he can beat Phantom, which obviously from the ESR there was quite a bit of controversy going on there, so it'll be interesting to see who wins that.
Yeah.
And perhaps Matrox can win that and justify his claims to have been in the high seed.
Absolutely. Well, Twister has already taken him down, so that's
He
already
played well.
a fair point going. But Phrase, thank you so much for casting
No
with
problem.
me. This has been Phrase, I've been Zoo. We are going to take a small break right now. When we're back, we're going to have DDK casting with a special guest for the next match. See you in a few.
Thanks a lot for having me.